welcome to Total Drummer. I'm Matt. We're going to look at an offbeat hi-hat groove here. Get the music, get the sheet music. It looks like this. Follow the link in the description under this video. It's totaldrummer.com/resources, and you'll see in there offbeat hi-hats groove 1. That is the sheet music. Go and download the PDF for free. So what we're looking at here is a way to spice up your drum beats. So we all know, it's just us here now, isn't it? It's just us drummers. So I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you a secret. All the other musicians don't figure out, some of them don't learn how to play with good timing because they think that's our job. They think they don't need to bother because the drummers will sort them out. And that sucks, and that's not the way it should be, but sometimes it is. And I'm being unfair because I know loads of awesome musicians with amazing timing, and they can place beats anywhere, and you can do whatever you want on the drums because they know where beat one is and they're good. But a lot of people don't. So as drummers, we sometimes need to try and find ways to make the groove more interesting, especially when playing live. We want to chuck some excitement in there, but we can't deviate from the 2 and 4 backbeat on the snare, or maybe 1 and 3 on the bass, because everyone will get lost. Poor little sausages, we have to look after them, don't we? So one thing we can do is we can make the hi-hat parts more interesting and more creative while still laying it down solid with the bass and snare. So that's a really cool way to have fun on the drums, bring some excitement live, but still keep the beat. And it's not just the other musos, it might be the audience, they might be dancing and getting into it, and you know, you don't want to screw with the beat too much sometimes. Some styles of music you can, but some you just can't. So we're going to look at that. And what we're going to look at here, we're actually going to look at a 3-note pattern. You can see on the top line there, it might not look like a 3-note pattern, but it is, just trust me. So what we've got is we're playing a hi-hat, then a rest, then a hi-hat. Right, but then it starts again. Hi-hat, rest, hi-hat. Hi-hat, rest, hi-hat. Hi-hat, rest, hi-hat. Hi-hat, and then rest, rest, hi-hat at the end. It's slightly different at the end, just to resolve inside one bar of 16th notes. So the feel we get there, if I play it, you'll hear it actually sounds a bit like a shuffle. It's a triplet feel. 1, rest, rest. Right, so it feels like 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. We are going to play it over 16th notes, so we're going to count it as 1 E and a 2 E and, sorry, it's 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So that's the feel. And because we're playing that 3-note grouping over the 4-note grouping of 16ths, that's what gives it that kind of polyrhythmic feel, which makes it sound really interesting. So if you heard that in the opening bit where I was playing it, that's why it sounds kind of cool, because it's the polyrhythmic vibe. So 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So just to make it fit at the end, you've got the 2 rests. So it goes 4 E and a, just so it fits inside one bar. All right. Now, to make it sound super cool, the second line down, we accent every other hi-hat. So it's actually the second hi-hat of each grouping. Where you're playing 2 together, you accent the second one. And the way we do that is we play the first note on the top with the tip of the stick, then we just drop the wrist to play with the shoulder on the edge of the hat for the second one. So we get this sound. Now I know you're going, Matt, what are you on about? You don't accent the second note because it starts with an accent. But it does, think about it. The very last note of the bar is a non-accented hi-hat, and as you loop it, those 2, the last one and the first one, become 2 together. A 1, 4 E and a 1. So it's a non-accent there, then the accent on the second one. And if we go through the bar, you'll see non-accent, accent, non-accent, accent, and so on. Okay? So that's the feel, but it does start on beat 1. The first time round, it starts with an accent. So it goes 3, 4, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. That's the vibe. So that already sounds kind of interesting. So I slightly bit my tongue there. I should have had lunch today. So, and that sounds kind of interesting already. What we're going to do now, and this is the third and final line, is add the bass and snare. So you can see how they fit in around it. So the bass comes in with that first accent on 1, then the snare comes in between the hats in the gap. So it goes 1 E and 2 on the snare. Then the bass is on 3 with a non-accented hi-hat, and then the snare's on 4 with the last accent. All right, so you just need to go slow, get the hi-hat pattern first, then add the accent, and only at that stage should you try and add the bass and snare to this. So if I play it slow so you can hear the whole pattern, 3, 4. So that's the whole pattern. And you know, it doesn't have to be the pattern you play for your whole song. It could be that you play, you know, you're playing straight eighths and then you just every now and again chuck it in. So that would be. You know, so just bring it in and out, play it for a whole bar, play it for half a bar, whatever you want. But you can have loads of fun with it. So add that in, and you know, just playing your Phil Rudd straight eighth note beat is cool. And a lot of the time, that's all you need. But if you ever need to spice it up without putting off the audience, without putting off the rest of your band, bringing stuff like this onto the hi-hat can really, really add something. And just for you and for the rest of the band, it just adds an extra layer of excitement. So work on that. But if you like this idea, see what other hi-hat patterns you can come up with whilst maintaining a steady flow on the bass and snare. You can really explore, add some cool stuff, have loads of fun, bring it over to the ride, do whatever you want. All right, so get busy and see what you can come up with.